If you're having trouble with mathematics, numbers getting problematic, don't you panic. Check Mathwiz, the best math tutor on the planet. From fraction to algebra, simple maths, add up some trigonometry into that. Learning math is fun with Mathwiz, and that's a fact. We're rooting for you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Mathwiz Academy video. Hope this video is finding you at a time that you are feeling encouraged. If not, I hope that you would just take it from me that I believe in you and that I hope that your preparation for your exam is going well. All right, so the prerequisite topics for today's class is going to be factorization and solving. I will put the link for the videos at the specific points that you would need to reference because it's factorization, but there are different types. Right, so I will be sure to put the link as we go through the topics. But if you do believe that you have already mastered these topics, then I mean, why not? We can just really get into it right away. So the first question that we are going to attempt today is going to be January 2019. And it is 2A, and it is part II, or the second part. So it has 2x squared minus 9x equals 0. So at this point now, I would want you to go ahead and if you aren't comfortable with factorizing using the highest common factor, at Mathwiz Academy, we call it type 1. So you can go ahead, click the link in, it should be popping up. You can just go ahead and refresh your memory for that, and then we can go ahead because I'm going to be doing the questions assuming you already know how to. All right, so on the outside of the bracket, we're going to put the highest common factor for the numbers and the letters, which is going to turn out to be 1x. So we just have x. Then in the bracket, as I said, if you're not comfortable with how I'm coming up with these things, just click the link and you'll be able to follow. So just go ahead, watch that, and come back over here. Right, so that's going to leave us with 2x minus 9. Right, so what I have here, right, that's the original, and when it's factorized using, okay, that red is a little bit harsh, right, that was factorized using type 1. Now, at this point, what we want to notice is that if we have two things, I'm going to go to the side, right? So if we have two things being multiplied and we get 0, it means 1 out of 3 things, or maybe more than 1. It means that either A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, or both are equal to 0, right? So essentially, because so when you factorize, you're expressing it as a product. This is really saying x times 2x minus 9, right? And that little dot will mean multiplication. So essentially, this is like our, let me use another color, right? This is like our A times B is equal to 0. So according to what I have here in the yellow box, it means that either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. And this is what we're going to use to help us to solve. So we already have one of the answers, which is x is equal to 0. But we're going to go ahead and find the other one. So of course, I'm going to erase here just because you can always go back in the video just to pause it to write that down. So I'm going to pick up, right? So we have 2x minus 9 is equal to 0. So this is where your solving would come in handy to solve for x. So if you're not comfortable, just click the link and go and refresh that, and you can always come back. So we're going to move the minus 9 first, right? So you carry it across, so it was minus, so when we take it across, it becomes plus. right? So we have 2x is equal to 9. Now at this point, the 2 which is multiplied, when we take it across, we are going to divide. Right, so you can leave it like that, or of course you can represent it as a decimal. So our two answers, it would be x equals 0 or x equal 9 over 2. And it's very important that we put both answers. You can't only put one. You're not going to get the full marks because this question has 2 answers. So be sure that you put both. All right, so because this one is, I think, a kind on its own in terms of I've only seen this type of question come once, I'm actually going to stop this video here, and then you can watch part 2, which also has to do with factorization, but those 2 questions are very similar. So I'm going to stop this video here just so that you can digest this, maybe even go and, review your type 1. And yeah, everybody, I just hope that this video was useful. I hope you found it helpful. Of course, be sure to leave your comments below. Be sure to share with a friend. Of course, subscribe and, put on notifications so that you can see when I'm posting the new videos. Continue to do your best. Your best is enough. And until the next video, I will see you then.